Welcome to the Dog Nerd Show, where we geek out over our best friends. I'm Megan.
And I'm Michael, and this is a show about all things dog.
Hey, everybody. We have a new family member who is very, very shy. This is Dansby. And Michael says Dansby is what kind of breed?
He is a BTT.
Are y'all familiar with a BTT?
It's a bow tie terrier.
So if you're listening on the podcast, you might not be able to, you probably won't be able to see this. But
if you can, though, write in. We'd like to hear that.
If you can, your powers of, what is the term I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Anyway, you need to tune into the YouTube just to get a look at him. So, and why don't you give him another treat while we're talking? So, Dansby was rescued in the Atlanta area, and he seems to be afraid of men, particularly Michael. We're not sure if it's the beard or not, and since the beard is still here and we're 3 weeks in, you might not see the beard up ahead.
It's possible.
It's possible. But so Dansby's story is that, and we want to tell you the realities of adopting a dog. So this is our first time adopting a dog. Well, my first time. I don't know if your family has in the past.
Well, I don't know if we called it adopting back then, but we would go to the Humane Society.
Yeah.
And
get a dog. That wasn't necessarily a puppy.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think I got one puppy. The rest were, I guess you'd call them rescues from the Humane Society.
Yeah. So forgive us that Dansby is not really wanting to be on camera because he doesn't like to get too close to Michael. And we realize that he needs to be socialized.
Yep.
So the realities of adopting, our first reality is, at least in our neck of the woods, small scruffy terrier types or small scruffy faces go quickly.
Yeah.
You're fine, sweetheart. In fact, I might actually put him in the other room just so he's not scared.
Yeah.
So
we'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, so the realities of adopting a dog are sometimes you get a dog and you don't, well, most of the time you don't know its history. And Dansby is fearful of Michael. He's very shy around most people, actually. So it takes him time to get to know people. The foster mom said that he needs socialization, and he was probably, I feel like he never left whatever home he was in, because even just taking him out the front of our house, I couldn't get him to walk very far. And then a neighbor started her car on the driveway, and he was freaked out. Yeah. So I don't think he's experienced much in his life. So we don't know where he came from. He was picked up as a stray. And we have some socializing to do. We've already done some, and he's already, coming a long way. But we thought it was best that we put him in the other room so he's not nervous, and that was too close to be near Michael for him. So for him to be comfortable. So in saying all of that, know that when you adopt a dog and you don't know its history, the foster parents, if there's a situation where it's in a foster, that's great because you can get some background. Like the foster mom, she actually started crate training him, which was wonderful because apparently he wasn't sleeping through the night very well, but he has slept really well for us, a couple instances here and there, but he was already pad trained. So he was going in on a pee pad. So somebody, trained him for that, but I don't think they took him for walks. I don't think they took him outside. I think he stayed inside, and I think he maybe got too rambunctious for them.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I mean, he's, even though he's scared of me, he's a sweetheart. You can see it. He's very, very playful.
Yeah.
He loves his toys. He loves playing.
He'll even toss his toys in the air and then go get them. And
he fetches too, which is crazy.
Didn't have to teach him.
Yeah. Throw the ball. He brings it back. Oh, to her, not me. He'll go get it if I throw it. But last night was kind of neat. I was able to get him to eat out of my hand.
And he's done that before.
But yeah, but only with like on the couch. Like if you're next to him on the couch,
yeah.
you know, there was something between us. He actually came up and ate out of my hand last night.
So you need to be patient. You know, this foster mom was looking for the right home, and I think she found it because we are going to be patient, and we actually start training with him on Saturday. So we have found a trainer that works with fearful dogs. So we did push his limits too soon. It was recommended to just let Michael hold him, and
not a good idea.
And Megan leave the room, and I put him in his arms while he was sitting down, and I could see the whale eye right away. And before I had a chance to grab him back, Michael was trying to put him on the floor so he didn't jump and hurt himself, and he got nicked with a tooth there. I got a couple of little punctures, but it was just fearful. So
yeah.
In saying that, we probably set ourselves back quite a bit by doing that. So don't do that. If your gut tells you to keep it slow, keep it slow.
Yeah, I think, you know, and we'll learn more with the trainer, and we'll fill you in on that as we. I hate the word journey. I think it's overused, but as we
navigate through,
as we grow as a family, we'll keep you updated as to the progress, because some of you might be thinking, well, I'd like to adopt a dog, but there's a lot of mystery. Yeah, there's a lot of mystery behind it. Like, what am I getting? Will they like men? Will they hate men? Will they like women? Will they hate women? You don't know. And then I will tell you this. I think if you are thinking about adopting a pet, dog, cat, whatever, and you have children, I'm no expert, but if I were to do that, I would say make sure your children meet that animal at an off-site, you know, when you go to meet the foster, whomever, because, you know, kids get excited. And if we had a kid in the house and he was nervous like that, there's a good chance that an incident could happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And he could end up, you know, with the wrong family right back in a shelter. So, you know, ask if it's a foster situation, ask the foster, hey, do you have kids? You know, how does he do around kids or whatever?
And generally they will know that. So they will probably, if they have a dog like this that's not great around small children, then they'll just like pass you by and go to the next person on the list, because it is really important. You don't want your child to get bit. It's very hard for children to understand that this cute puppy they can't touch. You know, I mean, we lived with Dansby for just over 3 weeks now, and Michael has not been able to touch him. You know, and imagine how hard that is for him, and then multiply that times 100, because that's how your kid's going to feel. So understand that, and understand that you may have a moment of, oh my God, what did I just do? Am I prepared for this? Because I will tell you, I had that moment, and I contacted my friend who does a ton in the rescue world. And she said that's completely normal. And she said she's been through it herself. So just know that, you know, it can be a little overwhelming because you may lose a little confidence in yourself. But you know, this guy is amazing.
He's a good dog.
My friend also told me to look up 3 days, 3 weeks, and 3 months, because that's something in rescue where after 3 days, the dog starts to realize, okay, that, you know, I'm think I'm staying here. After 3 weeks, it feels like home to them. And then within 3 months, they should be more relaxed. Now, it depends on the dog, because some dogs that have been through a lot, it could take years for them to fully relax. And some dogs, if they've even been horribly mistreated, they may never fully relax. But know that when you're adopting, you know, if you can do it through a rescue that has fosters, it's a great way of knowing, you know, the dog's characteristics. But have realistic expectations, be patient. And I realize that you really have to advocate for your dog. So if somebody is coming closer and closer and your dog is upset, you're going to have to advocate for them and ask them to back off and to give your dog some space. So I'm learning a lot, just like Dansby's learning a lot. So there's just so much that goes into it, but it's definitely rewarding. He is an awesome dog.
Yeah.
I keep thinking, what's your story? What happened to you? How did you get here? But who knows?
Who knows?
He was, found in a county, and, the 5-day hold went up and nobody claimed him. The foster mom thinks he was dumped. He may have just been too much for whoever it was.
Could have been.
He is active. He is a little bitey still. They think he's around 9 months old. He definitely has given me some good play bites where I'm like, okay, that's not good. That hurts. So we've got some training to do, and we're excited to do that on Saturday. So like Michael said, stay tuned. And if you want to follow Dansby, he has an Instagram, so you can kind of be, you can watch his progress. It's Dansby, the Doxy Mix, and that's on Instagram. Tell them how we came up with the name Dansby and how we were going through names. And
so we went down the gamut, all the names, Buddy, Fred.
No.
So
we had a list of names.
Anyway, we went through a whole bunch of names, and we have a player plays for the Atlanta Braves, Dansby Swanson, and he's a shortstop, and he's kind of a looker.
Ladies or gentlemen.
Ladies like him.
He is very, very handsome.
And
Michael and I are both from Atlanta and lifelong Braves fans, so we wanted to pick something that kind of had some sort of meaning to us. So
we went through all the Georgia Bulldogs, and we were like, no, that didn't work. So it's Dansby, and it fits him perfect, and he is Dansby.
So let me tell the reason why we came up with Dansby, because I think I tell it a little more interesting.
Bye, folks.
So we...
let me tell the story, because you suck at it, Michael. Michael, tell the story. Oh, that's not the story at all.
I wanted to give you something to talk about.
I can't even pet the dog, folks.
It's not my fault. So Dansby is a dapper looking fella, and a lot of the names we were looking at just didn't quite suit him. And he's dapper, he's very playful, and he loves to throw his ball around. And so Dansby Swanson is a ball player, and he's handsome, and our Dansby is handsome. So it was like a perfect name. It was like, that's the name. But I would have told it better, but he was stewing over here. So we might just have to cut the whole thing where I even broke in the first place. So
we're not cutting anything.
Yeah, I'm cutting. I'm the editor.
This is fantastic.
So
Dansby is a part of our family. We're very happy to have him, and we like to have you part of our family. And the easiest way to do that is for you to subscribe down here. There's a notification bell. After you do that, you hit that, and it rings a bell and lets you know we have a new episode.
You can find us anywhere online at Dog Nerd Show. Drop us a line, dognerdshow@gmail.com. Shout out to Kathleen, who contacted us after the Barn Hunt episode and purchased 2 Got Rats t-shirts that arrived just in time for her dog's very first Barn Hunt trial. So thanks for reaching out. We love hearing from you guys. We love the comments on the videos. So let us know any tips you have for us as first-time adopters, and tell us your stories of adoption. We'd love to hear them.
Thanks, folks. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.